Hi, I'm Jim W6LG for Ham Radio Basics. Welcome to my radio room here on Wolf Mountain. Been kind of busy the last few weeks, and a couple of weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we had to evacuate. And that's what I want to talk about today is what do you do? It was about midnight. I'm taking a drug called Lasix, and if you've taken that, you know you have to get up during the middle of the night, more than once likely. So got up to go to the bathroom, and went into the family room. There's a bathroom off of the family room. Totally oblivious to what was going on around me. It was pretty windy. I would say it was blowing 65 miles an hour. And the lights blinked. And the lights blinked. So I turned on the scanner, and much to my horror and shock and oh my, the local sheriff's frequency, they were doing evacuations of a road that is not far from me, kind of parallels my road. And it's there's a little bit of a canyon and then this road, and the road loops around. And I thought, what the heck? So I looked out the window, and the sky, it's midnight. And in fact, it's right at midnight. I could see flames in the distance. I could see the bottom of a smoke cloud. It was being well lit up. I could see the outline of trees because of the fire burning, and thought, oh my, we're in trouble. The wind was blowing our direction, and from what I could tell on the scanner, the fire was spotting our direction, and in fact it was. So it was kind of long and narrow and spotting in front of it and coming our way, which is the reason for evacuations in our direction. So I woke my wife up and said, we got to get out. And about the time I said that, the power went off. What do you take? Power's out. I've got flashlights. The phones may not have working. There was no reverse 911 call. When we plugged in a phone that doesn't require power, there was a dial tone. I had been involved in emergency communications in a number of disasters, won awards for it, honored by the Board of Supervisors. I've been a county building inspector, county tax assessor, a member of the Planning Commission. I know better, but I wasn't ready. So what did I take? Well, I needed my medications, can't do without those. Probably could get things refilled, but some of them I have to take on a schedule, and there's not much margin for error. I'm currently on oxygen part of the time, so we loaded in 3 oxygen cylinders into the back of the Honda, and some clothing, So I took a couple of shirts, a couple of pants, and the rest of it. Some water. Feel like I have an obligation because of my license to have equipment in an emergency. So I took a handheld and a scanner and listened on the way out of town. But frankly, we were not prepared. It was windy. It didn't occur to us that there would be a gigantic fire. In that fire, about a dozen homes were lost in that fire. At the same time, another one started in another part of the county. That one consumed, I think, 30, 40 houses. In the Bay Area, the disasters was just hard to imagine. Something like 6,000, 7,000 houses destroyed. 40 plus people died as a result of the fires. So what do you do? I think what we did not do, or we were not prepared in the sense that we hadn't packed the night before, or maybe the day before. It was windy. In this case, a power line came down, either a tree came down or a power line came down, and that sparked a fire. And right at the beginning of a road, and immediately took out a guy's house. I'll try to include a picture. I shot a couple pictures on the road. So what's the point of the video? Let's put up bullet a couple of things that you think that you must take. What are the things we have to have? You can get bottled water probably, but you need some en route to where you're going. What else do you need? Well, you need medications. As you get to be old, it becomes a requirement. In my case, I have to take these things. There's just, if I don't take them, I'm in deep trouble in a big hurry. And there's about a dozen meds. The oxygen I had to have, the clothing, some food. You better take some money. If you've got any cash laying around, you better grab it because it's not going to be there when you get back if your house does burn. That's another thing. To finish this off, we decided and said that as we went down the road, if the house burns, the house burns. Yeah, we're going to hate that. It's going to be terrible. But if it happens, it happens. And fortunately, it did not happen. The fire department did an amazing job and literally stopped the fire around several. They were able to protect many, many structures. So the loss of houses was way smaller than it would have been. They did an amazing job, as did the sheriff's department, who brought in animal control, if you can believe that, because I listened to the call signs. They brought in Placer County sheriff's deputies. And deputies, I think, from another county who would not be familiar with the area, or maybe they lived here, worked Placer County, to help with evacuations. Literally, they were running from door to door, listening to the scanner. I could hear deputies being out of breath and being told by their dispatcher, who did a marvelous job, geez, they were really good. To get to this house, they can't get out. The flames are blocking the road. Sheriff's deputies went through the flames, recovered the people, left. So, what do you think we should take? What would be, pick out 3 or 4 things that you absolutely think you need to have. Look at what somebody else has posted in front of you. Let's create a list, sort of a checklist that we as amateur radio operators should take. If you got a go box, maybe that's high on your list. I would think it would be. Anyway, bullet those items, number them so I can find them, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't put 20 things. It just becomes too much. Put 3 or 4 things that you absolutely positively would be taking in the event that something goes wrong. We got lucky and that they stopped the fire. Anyway, that's part of what's been happening around here. So please do post a message. I'd be happy to hear from you. I'm sure others would too. If you have a question, put that below. Please do subscribe. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. It's just a personal goal by the end of the year. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Jim, W6LG, on Wolf Mountain in Northern California. And I think there's a fire map, if you Google it, where you can see the outline of the fire. And it's pretty interesting. If you zoom in, I think CAL FIRE has it. If you zoom in, you can see literally they were able to stop it around houses and structures, garages and things, maybe not, but houses they saved one after the other. Absolutely amazing. All right. Thanks for watching. See you the next time.